Welcome to the podcast that has earned special recognition in 2019 and 2020 as one of the very best podcasts in market research. This is Research Business Daily Report. And if you'd like to lend your support to our video series, please go to RBDR's exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR. I'm Bob Lederer, for more than 25 years, the respected voice in market research. We continue RBDR's series that investigates the current state of market research data quality and an initiative that is taking place throughout the industry. We have a summary of the provocatively named Study 6 Ways Your Survey Research May Be Misleading You. Our presenter is one of the authors of the project, Gray Matter Research and Consulting VP Ron Sellers, and we'll tell you how to obtain a free copy of the study following Ron's remarks. Ron?
The title of our latest report from Gray Matter Research is 6 Ways Your Survey Research May Be Misleading You. Now, there are lots of ways your survey research may be misleading you, but we really wanted to concentrate on 6 that we see pretty frequently when we are reviewing research done by others. And we have 3 that are problematic when surveying your own constituents, like your own customers, prospects, donors, whatever. And then 3 when surveying the general public through online panel. There's no time to go through all 6 in our brief time together, so I'll just touch on 3 of them here. The first one is actually number 2 in the report. And we see this all the time when working with your own lists, which is getting higher response rates from more engaged constituents. The people who buy more from you, who buy more often from you, who are more brand loyal, those are the ones who are consistently more likely to respond to the surveys. And so you're skewing your response rate, and you're generally skewing it very positively, which can have significant implications for your data. So what we always do, and it's amazing how infrequently we see this done, is we always try to append database fields to the survey sample. And these database fields may be things like net present value, lifetime value, last purchase amount, donations over the past 12 months, whatever it may be. And then we compare that data from the database, the entirety of the database, to that same data from the survey responses. And let's say your lifetime value on your average lifetime value on your database is $100. And on the survey responses, it's $400. Well, we know that we have a much higher response from more engaged respondents. And we can adjust it back downward, make it more representative through weighting. Second one that I'll touch on is really low response rates. And this, again, is when you're surveying your own constituents. My thought on this is that because direct response rates tend to be 1 or 2% through direct mail, even much lower than that on email campaigns sometimes, that a lot of people assume that survey response rates should be somewhat similar. It's a higher response rate that is a better predictor of a valid survey. The report itself details some ways that we pump up response rates, but we're usually aiming, we don't always hit it, but we're usually aiming for at least 10% response rate from the survey. And that's whether it's mail, or because we still do old-fashioned mail surveys when on occasion, or whether it's online. We don't always reach that, but sometimes we're even hitting 20-30%. The fourth one in the report, the third one that I'll touch on here, is related to when you're doing research from the general public rather than from your own constituents through online panel. And it's that people are lying to you, or they aren't even real people. So survey bots and click farms are infesting online panels. The problem is very widespread. Many of your respondents in your last online survey aren't even people. They're cell phones hanging on a grid someplace with 75 other cell phones and just on an automated basis programmed to respond to surveys. Even if you do have real people, they will lie to you in order to qualify for your survey, or they'll just rush through the questionnaire, just giving you junk answers to get on to the next survey. We estimate that about 40 to 50% of the respondents at a typical online panel survey are complete trash. They're either disengaged or entirely fraudulent. So we set substantial traps within the questionnaire design and within the programming. Things like obviously fake brands in brand awareness questions, putting the same statement twice in the same question in a grid. So for instance, agree, disagree, I really enjoy watching television. And then 3 statements later, it'll be, I dislike watching television. One of the better predictors of whether you have real engaged people is the quality of the open ends, the quality of the verbatims they give you. Misleading survey data or to do misleading analysis, like questionnaire design, questions that people can't really answer accurately, assuming people know what they're likely to do when in fact they really have no clue. But these in the report, 6 ways your survey research may be misleading you. These are 6 relatively easily fixable mistakes that too many researchers, and especially DIY, do-it-yourself researchers, are making on a very regular basis.
If you would like to get a free copy of the study, just email Ron at ron@graymatterresearch.com. That's Ron at graymatterresearch.com. That wraps up this episode of Research Business Daily Report. We want to thank you for watching RBDR either occasionally or maybe every day. You seem to find RBDR time well spent, so there's no reason for you to hesitate if you would like to share any of our videos with a friend and or a peer. And we hope that you'll consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter, which is easy enough to do if you go to patreon.com/RBDR. Have a great research day. We'll look forward to welcoming you back here tomorrow. And above all, until then, stay safe.